in Jeffersonville, Indiana. And on Saturday mornings, we would listen to classical music, and particularly in particular, we would listen to Scarlatti sonatas and Bach organ works. And I first heard this piece on the harpsichord, and the melody was just like crazy. This is from the Goldberg variations, okay? And I feel like I'm putting on a show here, but okay. So you asked me the question, and this is what it is.
Yep. I'll make it full screen.
Oh, hold on. Does that sound okay?
Yes, sir.
It's the most beautiful melody ever written. And I heard that at 5 years old, and I fell in love with Bach. And ever since then,
So how did you hear it?
I heard it, well, at 5 years old on a reel-to-reel tape in my dad's basement.
Huh. And then how long was it after that that you heard it again? Or
All the time.
so was it a situation where you just like forced the issue, like I want to keep hearing this?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Do you remember how he reacted?
Well, my dad always wanted to be a musician.
Oh, no shit.
He was a singer. He befriended a lot of musicians in his youth, but his dad always said, I will never pay for your education if you're going to be a musician, and forced him to go into engineering, which he did. I see you recording this. And so he went into engineering and had me and saw that there was something there, so one thing led to another.
When you say you saw something there, do you just the recognition that you loved it?
Yeah, but I didn't get piano lessons till I was 10.
Do you think did he play that reel for you to hear that, or is that something that would just happen to be a background music
I
too?
think it's something that he liked.
Mm.
It's just something that he liked. And
Is that what he listened to as well? Or
all the time.
Does he still listen to it? I don't know how your relationship is with him.
No, he's a huge audiophile. He has
really
so many records and first editions of like crazy stuff.
So it's genetically.
He picked up another one today of an original Deutsche Grammophon recording of like an old Russian pianist by the name of Richter playing the first Tchaikovsky piano concerto. I mean, he's a total nerd about it.
Your dad is.
Yeah.
So genetically, like, I mean, you can't run from it.
I couldn't,
No.
My
Why
brother,
would you?
my brother did, but
Do you
I
think
did.
he has it in him though?
Yeah, I think he
It's
does
the same passion.
to some degree.
So because I don't have that exposure to the classical world, so I have no knowledge. You know what I mean? So forgive me here, but what was your process of learning about these people and like the access to that music? Because it's something I don't think I would have even known where to get access to. You see what I'm saying? As a youth, if that makes sense. Other than him, I assume it's because he just had a large collection.
He did, yeah, and
Gotcha.
most on reel-to-reel tape, yeah,
Reel to reel, really.
and vinyl, but yeah.
So that's a blessing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Does he have a favorite that
Well,
you
no,
could point out?
I'm trying to ponder your question because I can't. I'm trying to get at your question. Can you rephrase it? because I think I have an answer. Like, how did I get at?
Basically, it was an access. Like, what was your access? And I basically answered myself for reel to reel, and you just had this repertoire library of
But I'm more interested in why did I personally try to access it? I don't know.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, you just naturally felt
I
drawn
tell
to
you,
it.
yeah,
Sounds like. What about your mom? Was she into it?
no.
Who taught you to play the piano?
Do you know the Jones family? Did you ever meet any of them? Rita Jones.
Rita Jones?
She was the grandma. I don't think you ever knew any of them. David Toy knew them a little bit. They were in the church.
Okay, awesome.
She was the grandmother that lived down the street from me. She's still alive, actually.
And you were 10 when you learned to play?
Yeah, I don't know why it took so long. Now that you've asked that question, I'm really wondering why it took so long to 5 years. Because my first musical memories are Bach and Scarlatti, but like why? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I think we were poor. It had to have been the explanation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it is, but that's totally understandable.
They couldn't afford the lessons.
Your dad, you said he was a singer, so you didn't play piano?
He didn't. No, he's never learned how to play piano.
Gotcha.
He was a singer who loved Schubert. But actually, my entry into, like, I remember my first piano pieces. My first recital piece of all time was the theme song, Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
Yeah, that was my first.
Don't get her all. Don't get her all ball dancing in here, dude.
As old as time.
Yeah, man. That's fantastic.
As old as crime.
Hell yeah. That's a good song, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably my only experience with classical music is from stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
It's not necessarily sad. I mean, I think it's a product of the times. I think in music, just as there has been an exponential increase in all areas of society in the 20th century, music is not exempt from that process. And
yeah, that's true.
In many parts, many fans, many perceptions of music have been splintered. And now we live in a world where, everything lives in its little box. And I hate that. I think it's ridiculous. I think classical musicians who continue to have their heads up their butts about complicated harmonies and not putting them into a proper context.
Holy shit, dude. Have you heard of the Ludacris enigma? Like the argument about Ludacris?
About the rhyme
His
artist?
music.
Yeah.
You've heard of
I haven't heard about that.
Let me find it real quick.
Okay, you go find it. I'm gonna smoke half a cigarette.
Okay. Have you heard about this? We were just watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The beat thing, I
Yeah.
don't really understand it. He might though.
That's what I was saying. It'd be interesting to get us.
To hear his perspective.